Hi friends, I'm Saili, one of the co-founders of Kraku. Today I want to talk about how to improve your VRC scores and discuss the VRC strategy for those who are weak in the VRC section. But before we begin, I want to show you a few comments from CAT aspirants because these are the exact doubts and struggles many students have right now. So this comment says that, is it possible to score 99 percentile plus if I start right now? I'm very weak in VRC, so please suggest some tips as well. So in this video, I'll explain to you my VRC strategy and how I tell people that they can improve in the VA part as well as the RC part. So let's get started. What if I told you that the biggest reason students score low in VRC has nothing to do with their English skills? In fact, every year, thousands of CAT aspirants spend months preparing for Quant, LRDI, but when it comes to VRC, they keep making the same mistakes. Maybe you're one of them. You spend 4-5 minutes reading an RC passage, you understand every sentence, at least that's what you think. Then you look at the question, suddenly two options seem correct. You spend another minute trying to eliminate one of those two, and somehow you still end up choosing the wrong answer. Or maybe your VRC scores are completely unpredictable. One mock you have 35 marks, the next mock 18 marks, and you have absolutely no idea what has changed. If any of this sounds familiar, don't worry, because in this video I'm going to tell you exactly why these problems happen and more importantly, how to fix them. By the end of this video, you will have a clear roadmap on how to improve your VRC score for the CAT exam. But before we start, if you're serious about CAT preparation, then take 2 seconds and subscribe to this channel. On this channel, we don't just upload motivational content, we bring you CAT strategies, concept videos, previous year's questions, slot-wise analysis, mock strategies, important MBA entrance exam updates. If that sounds useful, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's get started. So now let us take a look at why students struggle in VRC. Before discussing strategies, let's understand one important truth. Many students believe they are weak in VRC because their English isn't good enough. That's simply not true. VRC is not a language test, it's a reading and comprehension test. You don't need a fancy vocabulary, you don't need perfect grammar, you need the ability to understand what the author is trying to communicate. That is a skill and skills can be developed. No matter where you are starting from today, your VRC score can improve significantly before CAT if you follow the right approach. So let's start with reading comprehension because this is where most students either gain or lose most of their VRC marks. The most common complaint I hear is, ma'am, RC takes too much time. But here's the reality, the passage is usually not the problem, the reading habit is. Think about your daily routine. How much time do you spend reading articles, books, editorials, research-based content? Now compare that to the amount of time spent scrolling Instagram, YouTube, Shorts or Reels. Most students have trained their brains for 15-second content. Then they expect to focus on a 500-word CAT passage. Naturally, it feels difficult. Reading speed is not something that you're born with. It's built through practice. So let us take a look at how to improve your reading speed. So what should you do to improve your reading speed? I want you to develop a habit of active reading. Take a 150-200 pages register and dedicate this for your daily reads. I want you to read 2 articles every single day. Not just read, but think about them and write down a 1-line main point for each paragraph that you have read. This process of reading, thinking and writing down what you have understood is called active reading. Some students then ask me, how do I know if my main point is the correct main point? It doesn't matter what you have written down. There is no one correct answer here. The line you have written aids your understanding of the passage. It makes your mind clearer. It's like a map of a dense forest. It need not be a perfect map drawn to scale. As long as it helps you make sense of the forest, as long as it helps you navigate the passage, it's working. A lot of students hear this advice but don't follow it because I'm asking for consistent effort and few put in consistent effort. I'll give you the example of a content manager that we had over here named Girish. I will link video of his interview in the description so you can check it out. Girish went to a government school and always had a lack of confidence in his English skills. When CAT 2024 didn't work out, I asked him to do active reading every single day. I asked a lot of people at Kraku who were preparing for CAT to do it, but only he stuck with the habit. Day after day, he would post the photo of the main points he had written down. The only one to do it. He ended up scoring the highest in the VRC section. It went from his weakness to his strength. So if you want to take confidence from his example, read every single day, write down the main points of what you have read. If you need somebody who can keep a check on you and if you want an accountability partner, Form a group of those who are also preparing for CAT and post the pic of what you have written down in your register every day like Girish did. Keep this habit till November and RC will become your strength. Now, where should you read from? We have an easy answer for that. Every day we compile 3 best articles from the internet and put the links to them on Kraku Daily Articles. It's a completely free resource, by the way. You will find the Kraku Daily Articles link in the description box. Now let's talk about another major issue. Even though you are reading every day, there are some passages that you just don't understand. There are 2 aspects to building comprehension. One is the daily habit and 2 is the base knowledge of different domains. If I read something from AI for the first time, I will take more time to read it and understand it. But the second time I read an article about AI, there are things that I already know about this topic which would make the second read an easier one. So part of the reason why you're struggling in RC is that you have no base knowledge in certain topics. You have to build that base knowledge to have a fighting chance in solving the RC. Luckily, the cure for this is the same. It's the same daily reading habit, but here you have to be careful that you don't read from only one section again and again. You have to read from different topics. You have to ensure that you read from different topics, from archaeology to evolution. You should have a basic idea about everything. Again, this is where the daily articles section will help you because we collect articles from different areas. So don't just read from one topic, read from all topics. I want you to have a base knowledge for everything. Now let's talk about VA questions. Let's start with para summary. The basic skill for para summary is the same as it is for reading comprehension, that is comprehension skills. So you don't have to build a new skill to do these questions. For the remaining 6 questions, that is para completion, OOC para jumble, TETA para jumble, you need to build a new skill, the ability to link together sentences. This one skill is used in all the 3 remaining VA questions. Now, how to build this skill? Partly you should learn how to string together different sentences so that you can make a coherent paragraph. And this comes with writing ability. But we don't have time to build writing ability. So what we do is we do the next best thing. We look for markers for building coherent paragraphs. Transition words, logical links, grammatical clues. These linking words, phrases that do the heavy lifting in paragraphs to ensure there is flow to writing. If you write regularly and write well, you will end up using these links. Now from the test point of view, what you need to do is to develop the ability to spot these linking structures. I want you to specifically look for 3 linking structures in these questions. The first linking structure are logical links. For example, if you have an idea with the expansion of that idea, or an idea and an example or illustration of that idea. These are when 2 sentences are logically connected to each other. The second type of links are transition words. These are words or phrases that indicate the link between the current sentence and the previous sentence. And the third linking words or phrases that I want you to look for are grammatical clues, like pronouns which indicate the sentence preceding the given sentence should have the appropriate noun associated with this pronoun. So these are the 3 linking structures that I want you to consciously look out for when it comes to VA questions. Now, writing ability is too difficult to develop. So instead of actually focusing on developing writing ability, I want you to focus on figuring out what makes for good writing, or rather look for markers of good writing. Your ability should be to spot these markers. So this is basically how you prepare for RC and VA. Now I'm going to tell you the biggest mistake most aspirants make. They take mocks but they don't analyze them. Think of a mock test like a medical report. The report doesn't cure the problem. It just tells you what's wrong. Similarly, a mock doesn't improve your score. Analyzing it does. After every mock, ask yourself, why did I get this question wrong? Was it a comprehension issue, an option elimination issue, a time management issue, or simply a careless mistake? If you don't find the reason behind your mistakes, you will keep repeating them. And if you haven't started taking mocks yet, this is the right time. You can begin with Kraku's 3 free CAT mocks and use them to identify your strengths and weaknesses. And before I end this video, remember one thing. The students who score high in VARC are not always the smartest students. They are usually the most consistent students. They are the students who kept reading when others stopped. They are the students who kept practicing when others lost motivation. The students who kept showing up every single day. 1 year from now, 2 types of students will exist. The first group will say, I wish I had started earlier. I wish I had read more. I wish I had taken preparation seriously. And the second group will be preparing to join their dream B school. The difference between these 2 groups starts today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. So start reading, start practicing, start analyzing your mocks, and just trust the process. Now I want to hear from you. What is the biggest challenge you're facing in your CAT preparation right now? Is it VARC, LRDI, Quant, or something else? Comment below and let me know. I personally read the comments, and based on your responses, we'll create more strategy videos, concept videos, previous year's questions, discussions, and complete preparation roadmaps. Our goal is simple: to make every minute you spend on this channel valuable for your CAT journey. If this video helped you, hit the like button, share it with your CAT friends, and subscribe to the channel.